I know how. So anyway, I want to give you a little bit of update on your tax money. What's going on with your tax money? We got to know what's going on with our tax money. So listen, have you been thinking about what I have been thinking about? Okay, Trump had took all that money, whatever, but he's making, I don't know, attributes. I don't know what he's doing, but the east wing of the White House. So let's gather about what the last thing that you remember talking about this. These videos of maybe like a month and a half, 2 months. So let's have an update.
All right, President Trump's demolition of the White House East Wing is sparking backlash from lawmakers and historians. Check out this video of the construction here. It's all part of the president's new ballroom project. CBS News senior White House reporter Jennifer Jacobs is joining us now from our Washington bureau to talk about this. So Jennifer, first break down for our viewers the reaction that we're seeing
I can't believe
to
he
this
tore down the East
demolition
Wing.
from those historians and from lawmakers. And then explain to us which offices are being impacted.
Well, the big news that we are realizing today is that the East Wing, as we knew it, is gone. This demolition project was much more dramatic than we first understood. The project has almost fully torn down the East Wing as we knew it. That has historic preservationists very concerned. Some of them, including a National Trust for Historic Preservation, would like to put a pause on the demolition. It seems like it's too late for that. It's just gone, Vlad. They were really upset that the fact that President Trump didn't go through the normal channels of having historic review and opening this up to public comment. So, but the demolition has advanced more than we originally thought. Now, my sources told me a little bit about what has been torn down. So the East Wing as we know it was built originally in the early 1900s, but this iteration had been renovated and rebuilt in 1942 during FDR, during World War II. And it was the domain of first ladies such as Eleanor Roosevelt and Jackie Kennedy and Nancy Reagan and Michelle Obama. And it was in these workspaces that the social business of the White House was conducted. It was also the visitor's office. There was a main lobby where visitors would stroll through on their public tours. And then also when the president's fancy guests would show up for formal receptions and state dinners, they would stroll through this area. It was also the offices for the legislative aides and for the White House military officials
So this is something that we did miss. So in the East Wing was actually where they actually went through and actually tourists went through things like that. So it'd probably be so Trump is pretty much going to remodel that. I don't know why why we couldn't remodel it another way another time. We need to be doing money with something else right now. You know what I'm saying? We do not move with something else. So look at this next video.
This morning, the historic 120-year-old East Wing of the White House reduced to rubble. Satellite images show the dramatic transformation from less than 1 month ago to now. Along with the building, at least 6 trees have been taken down, including 2 magnolias commemorated to Presidents Warren Harding and Franklin Roosevelt, all to make room for President Trump's 90,000-square-foot ballroom. This rendering shows how the ballroom will look when completed, much larger than the White House residence.
I think there'll be nothing like it.
ABC News has learned the White House has required some construction workers to sign non-disclosure agreements, officials calling it standard practice, given the security of the White House. The Trump administration has still not submitted plans to the National Capital Planning Commission, but insists all historical artifacts from the East Wing are safely being preserved. Still more critics are speaking.
So listen, check this out. So I have an update for you. I want to do a little research. We're going to roll and read some in a minute. I got an update for you. But I want you to go through this. These are all the past updates of everything that happened before this. So we finna watch. We're gonna watch this. And then we're going to, go on down through the thing. But yeah, tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Come in, subscribe. Tell me what you think about, our East Wing being demolished and being remodeled. The last year we talked about our border wall. So this Sunday night, I want to go through and kind of, update us on where our tax money is going to, because I feel the need to ensure to let the people know that if our tax money is going somewhere, that we got eyes on it. Because after this whole thing out there in Minnesota, I feel like this. Every time I see something going on, I'm like this now. And you should be too. Let's go.
out. Chelsea Clinton in a USA Today op-ed writes, President Trump has the right to pave over the Rose Garden and denude it of roses, as well as turn the East Wing into a ballroom. Still, it is unsettling that such substantial alterations are being undertaken without a historic preservation review. The president says the ballroom, expected to cost $300 million, will be funded by private donations and his own money.
How much am I donating? Yes. I won't be able to tell you until I finish, but I'll donate whatever's needed. I'll tell you that.
The demo.
Okay. So let's make I don't know. So our tax money not paying for this? Are they sure? Are they positive? You know what? This is like update. Maybe. He said that we not okay. So they said that we not be saying donors and stuff like that. I don't know about all that. I don't know. But I do. But he said he paying for that money. Maybe that's why it's taking so long. Because you know what I'm saying? He ain't got all the money. Well, he do. He got to have the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe that's why it's taking so long. But yeah, the East Wing update.
Unfolding as we enter day 24 of the government shutdown. Today, more than 500,000 federal workers are set to miss their first full paycheck. And next week, air traffic controllers will miss their first paychecks, raising concern about sick calls that could lead to widespread flight delays.
I can't guarantee you that your flight's going to be on time. I can't guarantee you that your flight's not going to be canceled.
The Senate Democrats yesterday rejecting a Republican bill that would have provided pay to some federal workers during the shutdown.
Democrats are offering two solutions that actually include all of our federal employees, not just the ones the president picks and chooses.
Another major concern, food assistance money about to run out for millions of Americans. Political reports, at least 25 states are expected to stop paying benefits for SNAP or food stamps beginning November 1st due to the lack of federal funds during the shutdown. 1 week from tomorrow is November 1st. That's when open enrollment starts for Obamacare. Democrats say they will not vote to reopen the government until Obamacare subsidies are extended.
All right. So that right there is the update for that. So I want to give you a little bit more of an update on what's going on at the White House at East Wing. So I went and just, did like a little Google search. So shout out to all the people that's here. The thing is that over here, I want to give you like little updates, even if sometimes I'm wrong about stuff. I want to go back and read and find it. But this rest taxpayer money, I don't know. He said it's not, so we can go with he did. But you don't know. I believe half what I hear, half with for CD Day. I don't know. I don't know about these. But anyway, this is the update recently. So this is the most newest picture that newest picture that they have. That is out. As you can see this. You can see it from up there. That's the newest picture. Let me see, make sure y'all seeing it. Y'all see that? That's the picture most lately, right here. Let me see. I can zoom on this so y'all can see that. There you go. That's the picture. Let's look at the next picture. Let me see. This here. This the top of. Oh, look at it over there. Okay, then they over there working. See, they got the walls up so you can't see it really from the ground. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go around there and see where they was at standing around there. But these are the most recent things that they've recently did over there. So okay. That's what it looked like. So let's go and read this. This is the Palm Beach, Florida, December 25th. This information is coming from. Let me have a look see. It's from Reuters. Coming from Reuters. Reuters says, hold on, let me make sure. I'll read this. Let me make sure I'm reading it right. I want y'all to see it the same damn time. So I gotta find the right button to make sure that y'all can all see it at the same time. Okay, here we go. Hopefully y'all can read this a little bit. If you're watching from TV or screen, you can zoom in with me and we can read together. Okay, this is Palm Beach, Florida, December 25th. So this right here was real much recent. The White House will unveil its new ideas because, like you said before, the reports, Trump had not revealed any of the ideas of the new White House of how it would look, what will be going on over there, what will be some of the new designs. He had not dropped any information yet. And the people was wondering here in DC, they want to know what is going on, man. And so this is what's going on. Palm Beach, Florida, December 25th. Again, by Reuters, the White House will unveil its new details on President Donald Trump's planned East Wing Ballroom during a hearing early next month, according to the federal commission tasked with reviewing the project. So the project is being reviewed. The new ballroom, which Trump said that would cost $400 million, and would dwarf the adjacent White House building, has been challenged in the court of preservations, while the Democratic lawmakers have called it an abuse of power and are investigating which donors and who is supporting it. So they want to know. They want to make sure ain't no other countries, ain't no other people, our enemies helping him build nothing, to make sure they ain't got no sound systems in there, because you never know what's going on. So it's a piece of that. It says the National Capital Planning Commission started a commission charted by the Congress to manage planning for Washington area federal lands, said on its website that the White House will provide information on plans to rebuild the East Wing during a commission meeting on January the 8th coming up. The White House did not immediately respond to the request for comment. The commission, chaired by the White House aide on time, personal lawyer to Trump, Will Scarf, has declined to review the demolition for the former East Wing. Preparation activities at the site of potential effects to historic properties, and what would mark the biggest change to the historic property in decades. So if you don't know, the White House has not been modified in this type of way right here in years, years, decades. So this is definitely a new type of modification that the White House is making. So yeah, I just want to come and let y'all know what was going on. Maybe not our tax money, like I said beginning. I don't know. Who knows what, But I at least wanted to come let y'all see what was going on and how it looked. Because what's taking me interest now is that I live here in DC. Sometimes kind of intriguing to me, to see the things that I see coming from the South. So, yeah. So that is your White House update. As you can see right there, that's how I look right now. That's how I look. Like if you want to zoom in and that's how the top of the White House look. You know what I'm saying? Off the ground. If you want me to send me a like and a subscribe and a comment and let me know, and I will try to go get pictures myself like this in that building, because I move around. I can move around. Thing for me. But anyway, thank you for being here. This is your weekly update for this week's news on where our tax money, maybe not all our tax money or donations or anything else going on for our political news. I am unapologetic. Tank being unapologetic because I know how. Peace out. A-Town down. Love yourself.